Howdy peeps, and welcome back. Welcome to the channel. Another sweaty helmet hair video. So less we're looking at me, the better. So, where are you today, Sharp? Well, a couple of miles down the road from where I was last time. Get my notes out. I'm in the Church of the Holy Cross in Caston, Norfolk, just outside of the Brecks and just outside of Wayland. And it's it is a Wayland village, but it's just technically just outside, I think. Have a good look at the stained glassy windows. It's a lovely little village with the got to get the piscina in. And the houses and the church are all clustered around the village green. We have a griffin and angle. St. Matthew, I think. And we're not far. Last time we weren't far from the prison. This time we're not far from the edge of a very large British Army military training area. And as we look at the windows, you're probably thinking, Sharp, some of them look a bit older than the rest. We'll get to that in a bit. Largely constructed in the 14th century with a 15th century restoration, renewing the upper part of the rather cute dumpy and squat tower. I kind of like it. Yeah, that's a bit bling, isn't it? It's a little more of a blingy type church than the one in Griston, but it's not over the top, so we don't mind that. Not once in a while. We're going to have a bit of a zoom in on the ceiling decorations. We're back with the cross keys and swords again. Got the various. And if I tilt back much further, I'm going to fall over. Oh. So, as I say, part of the restoration was putting in the nave windows. So would that make them naval windows? As in naval, or what? Floaty, boaty, wary things? Or naval, as in the thing that collects fluff? As I say, it's been restored over the centuries, but they've kept the original features as much as possible or repaired them. I've got notes here, but I'm just trying to aim the camera in the right directions at the moment. The whole place had a 1850s restoration. In the 1990s, the roof was returned to thatch. The south doorway is blocked. And the north porch is converted into a vestry. So unusually for a Norfolk or an East Anglian church, you enter from the west by an ogee or oggy arched doorway, which is beneath a beautiful window, which we'll see when we get back out there. Organ, and it was up until fairly recently, it was up until basically the Industrial Revolution, the pipe organ was the most complicated thing ever made by humans. And this one was made by William Hill and Son, no, not the Becton people, and Norman and Beard Limited. So let's have a bit more of a wander and point the camera about and get through these notes, shall we? The north porch has been converted into a vestry. And so beneath the tower is what serves as the porch these days. And above the boarded out ceiling, which, you know, it might be covering the original roof, but it's pretty darn pretty. Try not to swear there. Which was a scissor braced roof, with the chancel also obviously boarded, because we've seen that. There is a collection, as I was saying about the... Let's go through the names of the various vicars, shall we? So Solomon de Swaffen, John Sad. There's a trio there that made me chuckle: Walter John Partridge, Walter Henry Partridge, Walter Ernest C. Partridge. I'm guessing it kind of stayed. Oh, and Benjamin Barker the Younger. There was another one which was kind of amusing. Ah, yes, 1720. George Shuckburgh. Now, if you've watched many videos on this channel, you're familiar with the folklore or the cryptids or spirits of East Anglia. You'll know what Shuck is. That one kind of struck me as amusing. So on the south side of the nave, which is the one at the window we were looking at with the stuff that didn't quite seem to match. And here's some more. There's a collection of fragmentary medieval English and continental glass, with more on the north. The church did suffer blast damage during World War II, during an air raid. But we do still have, let me read my list. The Wheel of St. Catherine, St. John's Eagle, fragment of the loaves and fishes, and a piece of continental crucifixion scene. Some of which you can easily tell what they are, some of which you can't. And the candelabra, or candelabra, whichever you want to call it. It's from 1871, and that comes from Cheshunt Church in Hertfordshire, from when that was being restored. For some reason it got sent to Caston. But do you want to polish that? Do you want to get the brasso out? That's the kind of job my foster parents would have had me doing. Anyway, let's get outside and have a wander around and see the outside of this lovely little church. Very peaceful, I've got to say. And thankfully there's no military manoeuvres going on, and it being now 10:15 in the morning, obviously, in the school holidays. There's the doorway leading up to, I'm guessing, up there. Big ye olde heavy doors. Riveted oak. And we still got more of the ceiling work going on. And outside here we have some of the history of the church, so I will scroll through it slowly so you can actually read it if you want to. A parvis, or a priest's room. It was rethatched in 2018. That'll be the spiral staircase that leads up into the tower. And we've got more of the history over here. I'm just praying I don't run out of memory card. So the boarding and panelling is from the 15th century. £18 candles in 2 tiers of 9. That was presented to Cheshunt Church by Charles I in the he of the how do we put it, English Civil War fame, and some talk about the school. I think it's evacuees. Apparently it was severely damaged by a landmine during the war in 42. I'm guessing someone probably dropped one in. Quite why you'd have a landmine in a school, I don't know. Right, so we're going to have to get outside to look up to see the window, I think. Okay, so lovely, quaint little Norfolk village. Sort of place that you want to live until you realise that you need to go to the shop or it snows. Ooh. And I'm looking right into the sun, so I can't see anything. Fat pigeon. No, I'm not fat shaming a pigeon. I call all pigeons fat pigeons. But let's be honest, especially out in the countryside, you don't see skinny pigeons. There are no thin pigeons in the countryside. That would have been the original western doorway. He says can't actually see the screen, see where I'm actually pointing it. And from here we can see the underside of the thatching. Thatched roofs are awesome. They cost an absolute fortune to look after and have them rethatched when they need it. But they keep the water out. They keep the heat in or the heat out. You've got to get a better insulated roof than a thatched roof, I'm pretty sure, even in modern day. There's just something about them. It's just very pretty. And especially in this part of the world, thatched roofs are made out of a specific kind of thing. And it's not straw. It's made out of a specific kind of reed that is known as dun, 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 Norfolk reed. And there we go. Let's zoom into the countryside. You can hear all the birds, and for once it's not just wood pigeons, doves and crows. There are actually songbirds. I can hear blackbirds and sparrows. There's a thrush there somewhere as well. We won't look at the more recent graves, because it's still an active churchyard. We do have a military grave. You'll see these quite regularly in British and specifically Norfolk churchyards. I see them in Norfolk churchyards. And it's usually, if you look online, or I forget what the website is, there's a list of all the churches that do house military graves. One for J. Bambridge of the Royal Engineers, 1916, so that's yeah, we know what was happening around that time. Quite possibly somewhere like the Somme or Passchendaele, if he was unlucky. I presume that's the rectory over there. It's an interesting marker there. Grey stone with a concrete, well, it's concrete, but with a cross on the top that's made to look like a couple of logs. That's rather sweet. I do quite like that. You know, it follows with the standard. There's some lovely buttresses. No, it's not showy and ostentatious. It's still in keeping with the religion. I wouldn't be surprised if the person was a tree surgeon, lumberjack, carpenter, something like that. A couple of water barrels. Proper ye olde barrels as well, made by a cooper. But yes, coopers make barrels. There's the toilet door, so if I need a whittle I know where I can go. That'll be where the spiral staircase runs then. I think you'll agree. It's a rather lovely church and a rather lovely little village. And I think that'll do before too many curtains start twitching. So let's get this camera turned around. And say the goodbyes. So thank you very much for watching. If you've made it this far, well done you. If you've got any comments, questions, things you'd like to say, stick them down there in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Good morning.
Morning.
How are we doing?
I'm not so bad.
just filming a video.
That's alright, I've got a meeting to meet someone here.
Ah, fair enough.
I think I'm early.
So I'll go around here. So yeah. People who don't understand that a camera means you're videoing something. So yeah. Thanks very much. Stay safe. Enjoy your hobbies. Be respectful. Have fun. Peace out. Rock on. Bye bye. Ooh.